Hi y'all, I'm Laura Plyler with the Patrick O'Connor Lexington Lake Murray Coldwell Banker office. Check out my new listing at 121 Muse Way in Lexington's Richmond Farms community. Alright y'all, this home was built in 2010. It's a Mungo Homes home and it sits on a really cute, quiet cul-de-sac towards kind of the back of the neighborhood. Minus the dog. Otherwise the traffic is pretty light back here. So this is a really nice lot. Not only is it wooded behind, but that land behind the home that we'll get to later on cannot be developed. So very private, tons of foliage, and there are two large side yards here as well. So nice flat driveway with a 2-car garage. Sorry again for the dog. And you've got kind of a craftsman style front with the columns and the stone. Cute little front porch where you could fit a chair or two with a little table and enjoy what's usually nice and quiet out here, minus again the dog. So coming through the front door, we've got a storm door, which is always nice. I love to have more light coming in, so having that storm door is always something I'm looking for. So let me turn around here so you can get the entryway. So a nice bright entryway here. Right off of the front door is the powder room. It's actually a really large powder room here. Bright vanity. Probably want to have the blinds down when you're going to the restroom, but it does let a lot of natural light in here. Okay, so back through kind of the main entrance here. As you walk in, you come upon the kitchen to your left. And I actually love the navy blue cabinets offset by the white ones above. I think that looks really sharp. So we've got stainless steel appliances. We've got a corner pantry here. And I'll just open up the pantry for y'all. Glad that it has a light in there, that's always helpful. And some wire shelving here to store things. And y'all, this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. It also has kind of a flex space / office that we'll get to later on. But it's really a great functional open layout. This is kind of the main area. You've got your dining nook here off of the kitchen. I love the high bar here at the kitchen. You could fit maybe even a handful of bar stools here to have additional seating. And then obviously a large dining table right here as well. It flows into this open space, and I hope the video portrays how open this is and how bright it is, even though it's not a sunny day today. But you've got nice LVP flooring, very sharp looking. And I probably would put the TV on this wall here and maybe a sectional in this vicinity here. But really, really a nice, open, bright room. So here I am in the corner. Again, TV on this wall and then seating around it. And it just flows nicely into the dining area and the kitchen. Through here, we've got kind of a drop zone area with some hooks, coats, book bags. You've got a little bench down here, and it actually opens up to offer additional storage. Okay, and through here, we've got a laundry room with some shelving. Washer and dryer hookup, of course. And flowing around here, you've got some other shelving. So a nice kind of walk-in laundry room here with the door to kind of shut the noise out when guests are over if you're doing laundry still. So again, just to kind of put this back in perspective, as I'm walking towards the back of the house, we've got the kitchen on the left and the drop zone laundry room and door to the 2-car garage right here. Pretty standard 2-car garage. There's some shelving already in here. We've got some shelving up there to give you some more efficient storage options. So if you have 2 large vehicles, I would say that this would be a challenge to fit both of them in here with the existing shelving. I'm sure that could be removed if you wanted, but otherwise probably a large SUV or truck would fit fine, and then, you know, the driveway for an additional vehicle. Okay. So that's kind of the main living area down here on the first floor. And we'll go outside later, but let's flow into the primary suite. Actually, let me back up, I'm sorry. We've got kind of a coat closet, maybe utility closet here that goes back, wraps around the corner. And that's right at the base of the steps here. Okay, and then into the primary suite. It's a huge room. I don't know again how it'll come across on this video, but it's a very, very open space, very bright. I love the color of the floors in here, neutral paint. And I love that it's towards the back of the house for added privacy. 2 windows overlooking the backyard here. All right, and into the bathroom. Okay, we've got a double vanity, some drawers. We've got a tub shower combo here with an oversized tub. Based on the size of the tub, we have kind of a rounded shower curtain here because it is bigger than just the standard size. Okay, and then you've got the toilet room in here with a door. I feel like I'm seeing all of these houses now that just have the toilet sitting in the middle of the bathroom, and that would drive me crazy. So I'm glad there's some separation there with the door. Also got a really deep linen closet here. It's several feet deep there with wire shelving. And then here we've got the closet, nice walk-in closet, couple shelves already in place. Definitely could add more, but nice to have some wire shelving already in there. And that does also have a door, which I like. So you can, if your closet's getting really messy, you can just kind of shut the door and forget about it. All right, so that is the primary bathroom and the primary suite. All right, y'all. Let's head upstairs. And the sellers just replaced this carpet a few weeks ago. So April 2026, they redid all the carpet upstairs and up the stairs. One thing also worth mentioning, the roof is fairly new. It was replaced in 2024. So that's a high ticket item that has recently been addressed. So as you walk upstairs, you've got the 2 bedrooms in front of you, a linen closet and a restroom. But here, I think this room is so neat. I think it could be a perfect office. At one point it was used as a nursery. Can't be considered a bedroom though because it doesn't have a closet. But I love that it has a window and it's an interesting layout, but I think you could do a lot here. And the ceiling does kind of slope down here, but you can definitely, I would probably put a desk here if I wanted to use this as an office looking out. But you could really do a lot of different things in this room. It's a cool flex space. It could be a playroom, but very bright in here. Ceiling fans in all the bedrooms, all the rooms. All right, so these bedrooms are pretty similar in size. I love that they both have a double window. They're really, really bright. And again, new carpet up here. So we'll call this bedroom number 1. kind of overlooking the cul-de-sac down there. Right. The closet's a good size as well. It's got some shelving too. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn the light on. There we go. Okay. So nice bright closet. Good storage space for a kid that might be up here. Bedroom number 2. This one might be slightly bigger. I can't quite tell. They're pretty similar. Another ceiling fan. Okay. And same size closet, and looks like they've got some extra new carpet in there. It smells so good in here. I love the smell of new carpet. But again, shelving, wire shelving already up, lights in the closets, which is helpful, and nice new carpet that smells great. All right, y'all. So at the end of this hall, we've got a linen closet with shelving. Nice size for towels, linens, all that. So very nice to have that extra storage. All right, into the full bath up here. We've got kind of an extra vanity area and just one sink though, but nice to have some extra space up there on the top. And we've got a door here to separate the shower and the toilet, which is nice if 2 people are getting ready at the same time. So shower tub combo again up here. Okay. All right, so that's the upstairs, y'all. Open, bright, new carpet. Again, I love that the primary is on the back of the house for extra privacy. And then the main living area, one thing I should have pointed out earlier, is the vaulted ceiling in this main area. It's really, really nice. Really makes it feel even more open and larger than it is. So I wanted to capture that. All right, let's head outside. They added these blinds, I think just a couple, maybe a year or so ago, but they're really neat. You just kind of slide them at the bottom, slide them up, and then you use this to open and close, which I think is just so cool. So they've got those on these back doors here. Got a small patio area out here. And then right off of this door, you've got an extra storage closet, I guess is what I would call it. So lawnmower, leaf blower, some extra wood it looks like. You've got a light up there as well, the pull down string, but just nice to have some extra space for yard equipment. And it does have this door obviously that can be locked if need be. All right. So again, one thing I really wanted to emphasize is the privacy back here. So many trees, it's really nice. The backyard is fully fenced. You've got kind of a deck area back here that I think could be really incredible with some extra love. Maybe a dining area back here, or really anything, but be a nice addition. Here's the side yard. You've got a gate obviously on this side, it's open, but it's really a wide side yard, which you don't see often. And this house is literally right around the corner from Lexington High School. I think you could probably get there in 3 minutes. So it's very convenient to the schools, grocery stores, some shopping around here, Publix, Lowe's Foods, Starbucks. It's less than or about 3 miles from the middle school and the elementary school. So this is a very, very convenient location. Another huge side yard on this side, guys. All right, so that is the home tour. This home is just under $275,000. So a really great price point for Lexington 1 schools that are conveniently located close to the schools, shopping, grocery stores, etc. And I'll get to the front of the neighborhood in just a minute and I'll show y'all kind of the neighborhood amenities, which include a pool, playground area, and a basketball court. I also love that this is a sidewalk community, so I'll capture that shortly. All right, we're to the amenity area here in Lexington, South Carolina's Richmond Farms. We've got a nice play area here with swings and a little play space here. They also have one of those free little libraries, which I think are so cool. So they, take a book, give a book back. They've got that. They also have, and I just noticed this today, if I'm being honest, they have security cameras out here, which is great if you have kids here playing by themselves or, up here and you're on the other side of the street. Nice to have. So we've got a basketball hoop here with a 3-point line, free throw line. So kind of nice to have that as well. And then this is the parking lot for the pool, which has a cabana with restrooms. It's not, a clubhouse per se, but you've got that area that's covered with restrooms. And let me walk up on the pool area. You can see the size of the pool. Really great size for this neighborhood. Pretty good deck space as well for sunbathers like myself. But there's the pool. It's got a shallow end for younger kids and a deep end for bigger kids or adults. So really nice to have these amenities in especially in a smaller community. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching. All of my contact information will be at the bottom of this description. Feel free to follow me here on my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. Have a great day.